The computer is an amazing thing, especially since now they can read your mind. Well, almost. Analyzing MRI images with this particular MRI that they've got set up, they've been able to, basically, if you think about a word or something, they can actually see the word that you're thinking. It's in the beginning stages. It's a whole new technology that they're exploring right now. What's really interesting is that the people over in the Donner's Institute for Brain, Cognitive, and Behavior, Radboud University, has gone a step further. They've used the data from the scanner to try to determine what the test subject was looking at. Now, what's interesting about this is that at some point, maybe at some point in the future, we will be able to get this to actually be able to record our dreams. Or let's say if we get somebody who can't speak for some reason, we can hook them up to this and use it in all kinds of things. Crystal, your thoughts?
Praise science. I mean, this is just a fascinating story, and I think the implications, it's what we're going to be able to do with this eventually is just unreal, and it's kind of beyond what we can even think of. Functional MRI scanners have been used with the cognitive research, and it primarily tells where the brain areas are active. Right. And so now they're making it to where the scanner can actually read and print and show what the person is thinking. Right. It's just fascinating. MRIs have been used to do the contrast of the soft tissues, and it provides a scan that like CT scans cannot do and regular X-rays cannot do. Right. It's a very expensive scan anyway. I can't imagine how much these are going to cost. But just to be able to think that, in the future and in the near future, we may be able to actually analyze and see people's dreams. Yep. That's what I was thinking too. It's just yes. There's a lot of dreams I'd like to be able to record and play back. I was like, you know what? I would never get hooked up to that because I would freak some people out.
I want to get freaked out. Hey, some of these might be a good script to say, hey, someone in Hollywood might go, hey, that's a good idea. Connie, your thoughts?
This article sent me flying to Wikipedia, to look up words like linear Gaussian framework, which is like probability theory, and about the different kind of MRI machines that they're using. They had to use a 3T one because it was less sensitive to subjects moving. But what really stuck out in my head was the way that they were training the computer to recognize the letters sounded a lot like pareidolia, which is, that whole thing, you look at the moon and you see the man in the moon. We're teaching the computer to recognize the structure of the letters of the alphabet. That was the example that they gave, and so I was thinking, wait, so we're going to teach computers how to see things that aren't there, but
hey, it's the first step to Skynet,
Yeah, there we go. But no, it is really exciting, and not just dreams, but visualizations. And I guess I just thought, that is, I had not read that little bit that you picked up on, Packard, about people who can't speak, that we could be able to look into their brain. I'm going, why would you want this? It's kind of, it was a little bit intimidating, I guess, but it's still very exciting.
Yeah, because think about it. If you have a patient that's hooked up in this and they can't speak, and they can, instead of having them to try to jumble around, or if you get someone who's a paraplegic or something, they can't move, and they've got computers now where they can just point to the screen with their eyes or something. But sometimes that technology, it's not always available, but sometimes it's a little inaccurate. So this way, maybe if we can get this to see what they're thinking in respect, we could have a conversation with them, find out what's going on. I think the possibilities are endless. Robin, your thoughts?
I thought that the story was fascinating, and you're right, the possibilities are just completely endless, but it kind of creeped me out a little bit. I mean, it's like that movie that, I think Tom Cruise was in that movie. What was that called? Where they were arresting people for...
Minority Report.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Minority Report.
Sorry.
For, I couldn't think of it. So, but they're arresting people for crimes that they haven't committed yet, So yeah. It kind of creeped me out in that respect, but you're right, the implications are just endless of what that could do.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't want them reading my dreams either, so.
Yeah, well.
Well, isn't it subjective?
Yeah, I think it would be.
True.
But I think in this regard, I think that the fact is, if you could record your dreams, I mean, maybe if this were possible to do this, we could be able to set up our own DVRs and we could go, oh, hey, you know, that's a great dream, or oh man, that's scary. We could just erase it, and it's not like it's going to go to a central hub or anything like that. Could you imagine the one thing though? If it's like, we'll have a whole new channel on YouTube, the Dream Channel. You know, post your dreams. So, win a prize. I don't know.
But then the NSA would get a hold of it, and we'd all be screwed.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't trust the NSA to launder my clothes. I mean.